Hello, hello. Nobody here. Okay, that's okay. I will sit and Oh, hello, sweetheart. How are you? Oh my goodness. I haven't seen you for a while. I love you. And there's Regina and Sujan. Good morning, good morning. Well, good afternoon, good afternoon. I'm so glad you guys popped in. And Michelle. Michelle, I've got a box from you. And there's Irish hugs from Jacqueline Marley. And Scottish hugs back, my lass. And Sam, my sister Sam. I love that woman so much, so much. And I've never even met her. I don't think I've seen her face. It doesn't matter. I've seen her heart. Aww. No dumps for Sarah. Kim G. Kim G. No, Kim G. I did get your bunny and showed your bunny. Bobby Wyatt, hello, hello. And Heidi, welcome into the cottage. Heidi, welcome in. This is Miss C's cottage, the home of the somebody, and I am Miss C. And I am what I am, and that's all what I am. And I'm okay with that. And I'm glad that you're okay with that because you keep coming back and loving me. And that means the world to me. I want to let you know with hashtag Operation Appalachian Somebody, we have to date 62 bunnies in my hot little hand or boxed up in plastic with tags in them. 62 bunnies. That's more than we first needed. We needed 35 to 40, and we have 62. A 7 from Regina. Wait, 6 from Michelle D came in Monday, 7 from Regina, and 1 from Barbara Clark came today, and I'm going to show those to you. Um, Yes, there is, Heidi. There is a pattern for the zebra. The body and the legs are the same pattern, the same recipe as the bunny. Excuse me. It just you you do black farther up on the legs for the zebra. You do the magic circle 6, 12, 18, and then up to row 7. 7 is your decrease row where you go back to 12, and I think you do 7 and maybe 8 and maybe 9 in black before you go back to your black and white for the rest of this 20 rows for the zebra legs. The head is different, and you can go back to mm, I'm not sure when we did. I'd have to look it up when we did the zebra, but you can go back in the playlist and find a zebra head because the ears are relatively easy, and it's just the snout on the zebra that comes out different than the bunny, and of course the muzzle is black again. So, oh, Sister Susie, I love you. And Nancy, Joanne Thompson, welcome, welcome in. Are you a friend of Kim's? And there's my Pebbles. And Leanie. Yeah, Leanie told me she had to go out and about today, but she'll catch the replay. Tank, I want you to rest. Be Creative Crafts. Pam is here. Pam is doing a puzzle, and it's just coming out so beautiful. It's so beautiful, in fact, that I ordered one from Amazon. It's a Christmas Advent calendar, and she just opened up day 11 today, and it's go over and watch. Cherry Reynolds, and my cousin Dee. Hello, Samantha Stewart, my love. It might be, Heidi. It might be. If not, Gmail me and I'll attach something and send it to you. Okay. You are a friend of Kim's. Well, welcome, welcome, welcome to the cottage. Here's what I tell everybody that comes in the first time, anyway. Well, I tell them over and over, but I have to remind them because they're so busy creatively thinking they forget about the mundane parts of life. Joanne, take your shoes off and leave all your worries at the door on the doormat. None of that stuff comes in. No uglies, no worries, no hate, none of that's allowed in here. Okay. Take your shoes, leave your worries at the door, come in. There's a cooler on the left hand side of the door. You can get a bottle of water, or I think there's some juice in there today. I don't think I've got any soda in there. On the other side is a coffee pot and a hot pot for tea. There is pods for coffee, and there is tea bags for tea. And yourself, you should really wait. Oops. Okay. Nope. Are we okay now? I don't know what happened. Something just went out. But I think I'm back. I don't think I moved anything. Usually I try not to touch the magic computer because then I mess things up. But come in, bring all of your bring your bucket, because when you sit down and put your feet up, soak up the love. You could go home with a full bucket. You don't take your worries when you leave. You just take your shoes, Joanne. Okay. I don't know about being the greatest. That sounds like Muhammad Ali. But anyway, I'm glad you're here. And there's Jennifer and Dania. Hello, sweetheart. I'm okay now. Okay, I don't know what happened here. It I've noticed a lot of content creators have been in and out. I don't know whether somebody's messing with our electrical grid or whether we've got meteor showers and it's purely God making sure that we contact people face to face rather than try and do it. We need people. We need people. Oh, let's see. And there's my body girl and Sugar. I love that girl. Okay, that's what I wanted to tell you is we have at this point 62 sun bunnies. Now I'm going to show you the sun bunnies that I was given this week so far. And Michelle's came in Monday, so I couldn't show it on Sun Bunny Sunday. So I'm going to show it right now. She sent this one. You know, I've got to get this off of here because I'm restricting light flow. I don't know. I don't know why. That's better, isn't it? Yeah, I think that was just too high to look at that. I just love how these come out. There's one. Here's two. I don't know how you get your eyes to do the stuff that they do, but I want you to take a look at Michelle's the eyes that she puts on her bunny. You see how she's got that white underneath there? It just pops those eyes to be more vibrant, I think. I'm going to try that on my next one. Look at this one. I like green. Look at that tail. Now that is a fuzzy butt. And then there's this beautiful blue one with a blue fuzzy bottom. You see, guys, I never would have thought to put these colors together. But look how cute the darn thing is. And then the tail has got all the colors in it, plus white. I love your ideas so much. And then there's this one, which is just like every color in the rainbow. And green eyes. Oh, love those. She says, hope you had an enjoyable Thanksgiving. I'd like to... She's apologizing for not sending it out right away. I got it. Here are 6 sun bunnies for OAS. I hope they find their special home. I made a snowman gift bag for me, and she put a couple goodies in it. Some stitch markers, a little angel, and some light bulb stitch markers, and some pom-poms. She sent me some pom-poms for bunny tails, because you know I don't like making them. Okay, so these are from Michelle D. Michelle D. But I do want to show you this. Is that like the cutest thing you've ever seen? And it opens up. And inside, you guys, you bring me to tears. Look at this. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Love it. And the rest of the goodies. Some stitch markers. These are just regular, you can see them in there, just regular light bulb ones. These are pretty. I haven't taken them out of the bag yet, but they're pretty ones. And then tails. All kind of pom-pom tails. But that is not all, my friends. Next in the mail came this. From Barbara Clark. Oh, this one is cute. Look at that face. How could you not love that face? In all one solid color. I love it. And Barbara says, I do hope my bunny arrives in time, which it did. I only had time to make one, and I hope you have a wonderful Christmas. Your sister in Christ, Barbara Clark. It's okay. You didn't have to make any, but in your heart, you made this one, and it is so filled with love. Somebody is going to love this somebody. I can guarantee it. And then, if that's not all, I got this box. Now I have to tell you about this box. I have to tell you about this box. Okay. Oh, darn, double darn. There it went again. Okay. I just got to get stuff off this table. What it is, I got too much stuff on the table. I opened this box, I undid the tape on it, and here's what happened. And these started, it's like a box of fiberfill. When you open it up, it just keeps growing and growing and growing and growing. This is from Regina Provenzano. She said, I got a couple more to send you. Here's the couple more she sent. Is that beautiful? Look at all those sparkles. And I love how her eyes go in, and I don't know how she does it either. And here's another one. This one has a sweater on. Look at this tail. And there's a little one with a fluffy butt. And here's a big one with a fluffier butt. And there's this one. I love this tail. And this one. I pulled this one out of the box, the last one. I just love that grandfather in the mountain. And another little tiny one. Look how little this one is. Some baby is really going to love this one, or some little girl really going to love this bunny. Sparkly, sparkly bunnies. This one kind of looks like an old-fashioned Christmas ornament with the clear glass and the stripes on it. I will tell you, you guys are doing a marvelous job with all of your bunnies. Colors, combinations, I would never have thought about. And so beautiful and so varied, such a variety that I know the kids in the mountain are going to just absolutely love these. And I was watching Distribution Center this morning. Deep River Woods puts out, and they have, he said, about 50 children. Now, I'm not going to ask you to keep going because you have done a yeoman's job. And like I said, we have 62 to date, including these that have to put their tag on them and get wrapped and put in a box of 12. We'll have 62. I'm sorry, we'll have 62. I have not counted mine. I think Pebbles still has some to send. I know, Sam. I know. And I know which two they are. But now there's 6 in there. It happens, folks. Let me tell you. You cannot trust a bunny. even a somebody. Oh, Diane, thank you so much. Diane made one. And her hands don't work right, and she made one anyway, and it is most beautiful, and I love it. I did not count mine yet. I know that Pebbles has more coming, and don't worry about when you mail it. You mail it when you can, because I'm going to drive them up there. It's just I have to drive them up there. Uh, Mr. Elmo's not going to drive me. He doesn't want me to go, but I can't. I can't get him here and tagged and bagged and ready to go in time. So I have to drive them up there, and they're going to distribute them on the 21st. So we still have time. If your heart is still aching for those children, you still have time to um, to send them to me. But I will not ask you to make more because you have done a yeoman's job. And who's the other one? Pebbles, me, and Kim Fortune from Fortune Knit Creations. She is cranking out bunnies on her Addie. She calls them Addigurumis. She's got names for them, and she's written stories for each one of them. I didn't expect that from you guys. I have not written stories or given names to any of the Sun Bunnies that I've made because I don't know who they're going to. So, and because there's so many, and because I didn't make a bunny and I don't know that bunny, I made parts, and I just got out black buckets and I set up the black buckets and yarn in a bucket, and I'd sit here and do heads, and then I'd do legs, and then I'd do ears, and then I'd do bodies, and so, and then I'm putting them together now. I have 12. I think I have to put. I probably have more than that, but it doesn't matter what I have. Um, that's right. It does. I don't know what it is about doing things for others, but it gives you joy when you can do things for others. I find so. There's Tammy. Tammy, we need to talk. We haven't talked for a while, sweetheart. We need to talk again. And there's Kimmy. The wait, Kimmy has another name. Her name is Nanook from the frozen tundra in the north. Hello, Leslie. I'm so glad you came to the cottage. And there's KB and Vivian. Welcome in, Vivian. And there's Mary in her crafty corner working away. I love you too, Tammy. That's your that's your code name. Yep. Nanook of the North. She's from the frozen tundra of the North. And she wears those old time hats with the ear flaps just to keep warm. And Don P is here. Don P, it's your fault. You said you liked yarn, Barb. And that yarn was so beautiful. I couldn't just, and I don't have time to unbarf it right now. And I couldn't throw it away. So it's like, well, wait a minute. Who was it that said they liked yarn barf? It's Don P. I'm sending it to her. So you got it, my dear. And you are most welcome. And I'm glad. You're still sending me yarn. Missy, I'm still sending you yarn. She just told me she's giving more yarn. I want to wait and see and add more to my stash. Oh, you have more, Kimberly? Wow. Well, in January, I have a 1 year they call them potiversaries. I don't like that word. I have a 1 year creator university. Got a birthday coming up in January. 1 year for the show, and Sarah, don't worry about it. It's okay. Regina, I love that idea. Hello, my sweet Lydia. Talked to God about you yesterday. Dawn P is the bunny from the Paw Paw Patch. Well, you know what, Kimberly? If you send it, I will use what I can use, and I will put it on my shelf, and we'll bless somebody with it every Sunday. And if I get another case of startitis in January, we'll use it to send out half-finished projects for others to finish on Wacky Wednesday and the UFOs. And on my 1 year celebration, we'll give away mystery bags. So that would be awesome. And Denisha's making Grinches. I thought you did, Denisha, didn't you do zebras? Hey, Len, if you have to go over, you guys, you have to go over to Len's channel today. He's made a puppy dog. He calls him Scooby-Doo. And you need to go over for his little boy bunny and his little girl bunny in the dress. He's made a puppy dog for him. So this is the cutest thing. I didn't know you could do those things on an Addy or a Centro or whatever they are. A bunny anniversary. I love it, Sugar. I love it. January. Upcoming events. My 1 year bunny anniversary. Thank you. Brandon, how are you feeling today, sweetheart? I hope you're feeling a little better and your brain's not in a fog like mine. Yep, just breathe and get yourself through it. Kim does have a video. Yes, go to Fortune Knit Creations, and I don't think, well, now I don't know whether she showed us how to make one start to finish, but she's shown the ones that she has finished, and they're like everything else that you put on an Addy. You start out and you crank it. She uses one skein of yarn, and when she's finished, she turns it inside out. She cinches off the head and sews the body shut, and she's made ears. She's put, you need to go and look, because she's made an owl. She's made an otter. She's made a bunny because she put bunny ears on one. She's made a cat. She made Olive the owl because she's going to be a secret Santa for someone, and she's made Olive the owl. Cutest thing you've ever seen. And this morning she had a gray one called, I think, Sky is what she called it. And she made ears, and that it looks like a koala bear. I don't know what she's going to do with it, but it's a bunniversary. All right, let's put them both down because that's hilarious. A bun anniversary. You guys are magnificent. I love it. I love it. Anniversary. Oh, okay. Yeah, isn't it Margie? The owl is adorable. None of them, none of the bunnies that I've gotten are alike. And they're all so beautiful. Michael, hello, sweetheart. Hop-anniversary, or however it's spelled. Yes, that's right, Pebbles. She has been doing an Advent calendar, and she took forget pockets. She's got little pockets, and she's taped them up on her wall into a Christmas tree shape. And every day she pulls a card out of one of the pockets, and she's making kitchen towel sets. And the first day, I know I've shown these to you, but I've added to them. So the first day she did a red one, and I don't have a button for this, but this is the kitchen towel to dry your hands on, and you put a button in there. And I did not have enough yarn to finish my dishcloth, so that's as far as I got. And this one was done in the X stitch, where you do a cross stitch and then you do a row of single crochets and a cross stitch and a row of singles. But this one I just did half double crochets because I like the feel of the half double crochets when I do my, if I have to do up dishes, which I don't always have to do. And then this yellow one was the another day, and it was the lemon peel. So I finished it and a dishcloth. And then the next day, I think, was turquoise. I don't know. And it was a double crochet. So there's that one. And then another day was green, and it was half doubles. Half doubles. And then day before yesterday was something called, no, day before yesterday was the crunch stitch. Now I remember Pam doing what did they call that? A multi-stitch blanket, where we learned different stitches as we did each portion of the blanket. Yeah, it's excuse me, kitchen towel sets. Now what she does is, oh, I may have taken those out excuse me, to the other room, but she puts some foaming hand soap that she gets every year. Bath and Body Works or Beautiful Bodies or something like that has a sale, and she buys the foaming hand soap from them. I don't have that much money. I went to the dollar store, and they have foaming hand soap in several different flavors. And so I bought several of those, and I will include these in my gift set. This one will have lemon, and this one will have ocean or something similar. Um, Yesterday or the day before was this. It's the crunch stitch. And like I said, Pam had done a stitch sampler. Pam had done a stitch. Thank you, Dawn. Thank you, guys. Pam had done a stitch sampler blanket, and I did not like the crunch stitch in that one. It's just, you have to use, I have to use a bigger needle and a looser tension, because when you a crunch stitch is a half double and a slip stitch. And when you do the slip stitch, you have to be really careful because they tend to be smaller, and you can't always get your yarn over and needle through that slip stitch to do a half double crochet in it the next time. But I'm working on it, and when my fingers get tired, I quit and work on something else. But this will be the dish towel, and I've got plenty of just cotton to make probably another dish towel, because it takes about one skein, and then this one I only do 20 stitches for the dishcloth, so I'll be able to do two in a different stitch if blue comes up again. What's on these cards is like it would have been yellow iris stitch, and that's what she pulls out, a yellow iris stitch, so that's what she made. And this one was the blue crunch stitch, which I'm working on. Anyway, I'm finding it interesting, and because all my hats are done, when I've had it with bunnies and I need a break, I am working on, instead of going to make a hat, I'll make a dishcloth or a dish towel. So, and now I think she puts in a scrubby. She's got some scrubby fabric yarn, and she makes a dish scrubby or bath scrubby, whichever, with her sets and the foaming hand soap. But I don't have any scrubby yarn, so I didn't make it. But I do like the addition of the hand soap. Oh, good, Kimmy. There's nothing better than a winter cold. Hello, Ellen. Welcome into the cottage. I'm so glad you came today. I always feel better when people come in with a smile and a project bag and an empty bucket ready to soak up the love. All right, if I've missed anyone, I'm sitting here knitting on the second sock, so it'll be done soon. Oh, Rita, how's your mom? Don Lavelle, hello. Is it Lavelle? Like in Valley? I think I missed that one. Okay. What else did I want to talk to you about? I want to talk to you about these bunnies that came in. They are all so different, and yet they're all some bunnies. And I got to thinking, it's kind of like us, the makers. We're all so different, and yet we are all the same. We enjoy crafting. We have creative minds. We have a love in our heart for each other and for stuff. We have a definite love in our lives for yarn. Um, we all start out with full buckets and they get empty sometime during the day and need to be refilled. Um, we all have a desire to make something. Some of us like instant gratification. Others like a more long-term project with more intimate details, like the blanket that everyone was, the Sophie blanket that everyone was doing. There's no way I would ever start that blanket because, one, I have plenty of yarn and I do have time left in my life, but I would never spend it on one project that intimately, where there are others who just can't wait to get in and do that and see how it happens. Oh, Rita, that's awesome. That's awesome. It sounds like she's on the mend, one small step at a time. That's awesome. Plus Pebbles, I got a box coming to you. Um, I like the instant gratification. I like something that I can do up in a couple hours. This one is the iris stitch, and I'm not real. I I I didn't really care for it. There is a mini iris, I guess, and I will try that next time. But I usually do a different stitch for this one. And because I had already used this yellow yarn to make the lemon peel stitch for this one, I wanted this one to be different. So on this one, for my washcloth or dishcloth, whatever you want to use it for, I did it out of this. And this one, I just made it out of the yellow. But you know what I did with it? I took a, a ball of crochet thread, and I think you can see it here in the stitches here, and I held it with the yarn, and it gave a different, a little bit more golden pattern to it, and a little bit of interesting color, and a differentiate between the two. I don't know. That's about my level of creativity, folks. That's what you see is what you get. You know, Rita, that's the best thing to do is to go and see your mom every day, because that way she has something to look forward to. And also the people who work there know that you're coming every day. So they're on top of things, and that's a good thing. Oh, Lana, we wouldn't have done this without you. Ah, I don't know what's going on, Lana. You're just going to have to tell Siri or Alexa or whoever it is. Set your alarm for 12 noon when Miss C comes on. Hello, hello, hello. I'm so glad you came, Lana. Get yourself something to drink. Put your feet up. Soak up the love. That's right. Rita, have you made her a somebody so she's got someone to talk to while she's in there? Maisie, Maisie. And there's Angela, my frozen stone. That girl drove all the way from just south of Macon, Georgia, to come down on a Sunday to give me her bunnies so that I'd get them in time, because she was afraid if she mailed them, they wouldn't get here. Surprise, surprise, Angela, I'm driving up. I may kidnap you on the way up so you can ride up with me. I don't have to drive alone, but I'm going to drive them up on the 19th or 20th or somewhere around there, because they're going to distribute Christmas presents on the 21st. And I can't hardly think. I know there was no Christmas that I went through that I didn't have a gift. And I think I told you one year Santa didn't bring it. Um, the fire department brought it. Sorry, Brandon. Now you see why I don't have one in my room. Oh, Grandma LM, yes, there is. Deep cleaning. Is there a somebody pattern? Funny you should ask. Gmail me at misscscottage@gmail.com, and I will attach the somebody pattern and send it right back off to you. And you still have plenty of time to do one or two or a couple or whatever you have time to do, and get them back to me before I head north to the frozen tundra um, on the 19th or 20th. You would love to go with me? I was afraid you worked and you wouldn't be able to. Do you do the whips game? What's that? Did I do the whips game? Samantha, if you remember, honey, I said I wasn't going to do any in December because I can't afford the extra shipping because was shipping out all these bunnies. So we're not playing games during the month of December. No UFOs go out on Wednesdays and no blessings go out on Sundays this month. In January, we're going to be do a big hoopla for my first funniversary, my hop along funniversary. We don't do Christmas here at the home because, well, lots of different reasons. The people involved, and thank you, Samantha. Thank you for understanding, sweetheart. Hey, Jennifer, are you ready for some football? I am the blessing, Mimi. You guys are my blessing. That you show up here. Handcrafted by Jackie. Crochet and Addie knitting. Well, welcome, welcome, welcome. Now I'm going to have to go to your channel, Jackie, and find out how you use your Addie. Jen, did you see that? Click, 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 zing! Kim at Fortune Knits makes Addie Gurumi on her Addie, and they are so cute. And she's sending a bunch to me for the children in Appalachia. Oh, thank you, Rita. Rosie. Such a blessing to be here. You guys are my blessing. You are my blessing. Every Sunday, every Wednesday, every Friday. You make amigurumis? Well, if you've got any laying around, I will tell you this. I have hashtag Operation Appalachian Somebody, in which my family here and I are making some bunnies, and we are sending them, or maybe driving them up to Flat Rock, North Carolina, to be given to the children in Appalachia who have lost absolutely everything. And there is a Santa Claus up there, and they bought the children blue jeans. And I say again, blue jeans are wonderful. Those kids need nice, warm blue jeans. But there ain't nothing better than a toy on Christmas. And by golly, I'm going to make sure that each child has a toy. And we started out with a need of 30 to 45, somewhere in there, 35 to 40, something like that. And we have exceeded that. To date, we have 62, but we have at least 24 more coming, and I don't know how many more. So if you have some laying around that you don't know what to do with, you Gmail me and I will send you my address. And if it's in your heart, you can mail them to me and I'll take them up. And what I do, you regulars, bear with me. If you make some bunnies or somebody's, I have cards that say, this is a somebody made just for you. It has listening ears to hear all your joys and your sorrows, but it has no mouth with which to share your secrets. It's filled with love so that you may know that somebody loves you. And I want to try and let every child in Appalachia that lost their home, that are living in tents, sleeping on sleeping bags, don't even have a tree, just lately got cook stoves and propane to cook with. I don't know how they're doing it. but I want them to have a good Christmas this year. So if you got extras, Gmail me and I'll give you my address and you can send them. You know what? Kim Fortune no, yours won't be like this from the Addie. You need to go over to Fortune Knits Creations and see what Kim does with hers. She just puts them on there and cranks them out, stitches them up, and they're done. And I, I, I think I may have ordered the 22 pin Addie. I think I may have done it last night in my sleep. I think I may have. I don't remember. Well, we'll wait a couple days because I think I can crank them out a whole lot faster, and maybe it won't hurt my hands. I don't know what it'll do to my shoulder, but we'll find out. Ricky, Macy, you've got some? Jackie, if you would like to make some, I would love to have them and pass them on to the kids. And I'll take them as fast as you can crank them out. Now, here's the thing. I don't know how many we'll have. I don't know how many will get to me by the time I feel like I need to leave and drive north. And I don't know how many children need them because every time I go to Deep River Farm, they found another area in need. They have plenty of other things, and they've got food, they've got clothing for them, and they said like 1,000 people a day or every other day come in and get things. I can't imagine. I can't imagine. I've never gone hungry. I've never gone without warm clothing. And I've never done without toys on Christmas. And I cannot imagine these children stop believing in Santa Claus because he didn't come because of the flood and couldn't find their home. I can't do that to kids. I just can't. I'm too much of a kid. Anyway, whatever you have, send, and whatever gets to me by the time I need to leave, I'll bag and tag and bag and take up with me. If things come in afterwards, I'll get a hold of Wayne Allred and find out if there's another area, which I'm sure there is, who didn't get him or we didn't send enough to get everybody in. These people are not scheduled to get electricity back until May or June of next year. Because when the flash floods hit and the water came down the mountain, everything got soaked up in the Gulf. And that hurricane went north and got to the Appalachian Mountains. And halted. Took out trees, it took out houses, it took out farm animals, it took out people, it took out automobiles, it took out everything. It took out roads, it took out the electric poles and the telephone lines that were along those roads. It washed it all down into the river, and the river swelled and took it downstream. And they were left with nothing. And they will not have electric until next year in the spring, come almost summer. So I think I have been blessed so much by living here in this home. I have all my needs met, and I don't have to worry about, I get Social Security, so I don't have to worry about where my next bit of money is coming from, where my next bit of food is coming from. If I need everything, that need is met. And I can't imagine not having a toy for Christmas. So that's what I'm doing. Hey, Demi. There was a year my grandfather had passed and we were in mourning, and my mother said no Christmas tree, which also meant no presents under the tree. That's got to be tough for a kid. Okay, I missed something. Thank you, Crochet Cabin. What did you? Uh, oh, okay, thank you. Well, that was nice. You can leave a comment if you have a channel so that I can throw some back. Right now, you have to look up the bunnies that Kim makes and start making. They seem to be okay. And you can go to Len, the crafty cranker, Ken, Len, the crafty cranker. And he's an old part like me, and he cranks them out. He's made a little boy bunny, blue, a little orange girl bunny, and he just made a puppy dog to go with them. They're so cute. You need to go over there and look. I don't have anybody that pops channels out, so you're just going to have to go look for them yourself. There's Debbie Graybird. Hello, sweetheart. That's right. It's okay to make handmade presents. I think they're the best because, well, one, everybody needs a kitchen towel, right? I mean, you can't be in a kitchen without needing to dry your hands. So it's always something necessary. Check those people out and see. I think it's got to be easier. So I'm hoping that I did order one in my sleep, maybe, and it was made with an Addy. Oh, sugar. Look at this. This was made with an Addy, she says. Okay, so these are stitched with the 22. The arms are stitched on and the legs are stitched on. This is awesome. Hey, how are you, my friend? Kitty Lane, my baby boomer friend, Kitty Lane from the peninsula in Virginia. Create and relate. You got the dishes. Okay. Okay, Jackie. Thank you so much. My heart is swelling right now, and it's hard to talk when your heart is swelling because both muscles can't work at the same time. I love this little angel. Let's see. Oh, look. Well, I gotta go the other way and pick my shoulder up. I have an angel on my shoulder. Oops. Well, I can't get my head to go in the right direction because it's reversed. Okay, I'm going to quit. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome, Demi. Isn't it a beautiful angel? With the 22. See, I think that's what I just ordered. Thank you. Thank you, Jackie, for letting me know. Isn't that beautiful? And what? You typed up? And you sent some? I'm not an angel. Everyone sent to Miss C today. Don't remember who it was. Oh, Barbara Clark sent. I've got it written down. Barbara Clark sent one. Regina Provenzano sent 7, and Michelle D sent me 6. So that puts us up to 62. We're shooting for 100 by the time I leave, but I hope we get more than that. Put it in your link in the comments of your. You tried sending an email. Okay, it's Miss C's Cottage, just like it is on the screen without the apostrophe. Don't put the apostrophe in. It's MSCS Cottage at gmail.com. And there's Jessie, the crafty gypsy. What are you sorry about? What are you sorry about? Don't we all love kids when they're seeing everything handmade and they say straight out what they would like to have the same? Yes, I think it's awesome. And kids are so honest and they're so concrete. My stepdaughter, when she went, I sent her to preschool, and she came home from preschool and she said, "I want you to make me a jumpsuit." And I said, "Okay." And she said, "A red one." I said, "Okay." And she said, "With a zipper up the front and a tie belt." And I'm like, "Where are you getting this stuff at 3 years old?" Yeah, we are, Maisie, getting closer to the 100 mark. Because, well, I hate to count up because that means anticipation and don't count your eggs before they're hatched. But it's 62 and my 12 and 12 from Kim. That's for 6. That's 86. And that doesn't count what Pebbles is sending. So we're almost there, guys. We're almost at 100. And I don't care if we pass it. I'll take them. I got room. I have 2004 Ford Escape. It's blue and it's got a huge back end. Not only that, but the back seats fold down. I've already got 4 boxes of 12. And I've got plenty of boxes because, I just keep getting this yarn that comes in from Premier. I don't know what happened. I think I get up in the middle of the night and order stuff. Pebbles will send in 12. You guys are amazing. You are absolutely amazing. Ricky, if Joanne sends some, we're over the top. We're over the top, guys. I'm not going to count them until they come in. So right now I have 62, and I'm very happy with that because it's more than 50. And God is so good. I'm sure of it too. And there's Frizzy. Hi, Frizz. If you haven't seen Frizzy, she is also doing an Advent, but hers is so different. She is extremely creative in a lot of different areas, one of which is watercolor, drawing, and then watercoloring, and then inking it in, like you do with watercolors. I don't have mine in here. I did one a long time ago, but I don't remember what happened to it. Probably in a closet somewhere. I've lost so much since I came here, and that's okay. Um, but she is doing an Advent watercolor every day, and she has the little Advent calendar with the drawers, and each day she pulls out a drawer and a piece of paper in it. When she opens it up, it has a word on it. One was yarn, one was surprise, one was joy. Um, I don't remember right now some of them, but Ricky stuff in the head. Awesome, Ricky. Awesome. Awesome. Oh, you don't know how much I love you guys. If I didn't have you, I wouldn't have family. And if I had family, I don't know that I shouldn't say that. I do have family. I have one son and I have 3 stepchildren and I have grandchildren, but I don't know them. And I love you guys so much. Okay. Anyway, every day she pulls out a new word and then she draws a picture of her imagination of that word, and they are so stinking beautiful. You need to go look. You need to go look at Frizzy Bee's channel. Oh, Michael, I don't know. I don't know if you could love me any more than I love you. That boy has found his way into my heart. And what? Honey, today is 2 hours.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, 2 o'clock. I just called him honey. I don't believe that. I don't know if you could love me more. That's where we were. Okay. Whatever possessed me? I don't know. There's only 2 of us here at the home. And I already think he likes me. I don't want to give him any. I don't need another man. I have Michael and Panda. That's enough for me.
I'm going to pop out to the bank.
That's right. Rita, you take her a bucket of love every day. And if you have to use some of it to scoop out in other people's, be sure you have enough left for your mom because she'll need it. Well, guys, God puts a love in my heart, and I just need to make sure that I keep giving out scoops, or else He won't refill my bucket. I'm not an amazing person. You guys know that. I just am what I am, and that's all what I am, and I'm okay with that. I just try to be my best every day, the best me I can be every day, and some days it's not as good as another day. But the love in my heart, Sugar, it's His love. I told Him a long time ago, okay, I am your handmaiden. You do with me as you see fit. And what a scary thing to say. No, Sam, today is Sunday. It's 2 hours on Sunday. Oh, is today Wednesday? Bip, 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 zing! Today's Wednesday, isn't it? And here I'm thinking of things to say for another hour. Oh, I don't know why you guys love me. I have no brain. Oh, oh, you don't get an extra hour today. Oh my goodness. There you go, sweetheart. Oh, I wouldn't wish that on anyone. Oh my. And I love all of you, Regina. I love all of you more than you know. LM, did you get that one? I typed it in for you. Yeah, they're enough, Diane. They keep me hopping, I'll tell you. That's right, Cherry. I am going to go. I am going to go because I'm already 11 minutes after, and I can't get out of here in just 11 minutes. So all of you, any of you, all of you are free to message me anytime you need a prayer or you just need to talk. Or I'm like a somebody. I have these big ears from my grandfather, but I don't share. I don't share anything. Oh, Brandon. And that's what makes you amazing, Brandon. You can see love in other people. Some people can't, and that's a shame because their hearts are so filled with evil, hatred, ugly. And that's why I love all of you here, is because your hearts are not. I ask God every night to go through the chambers of my heart and clear out any dark spots that he finds and fill them full of his Holy Spirit, the light of his Holy Spirit. And I am blessed that he does that for me. I'm working on, I already have my word for next year. It is charity. And I am going to try to be more charitable towards people and not think ugly thoughts about them or negative thoughts or less than thoughts about people. That's really hard to do. And but I find if you don't think about them, you don't say them. So that's what we're doing for next year's charity. So I don't know how long it takes you to get into a habit, but it takes me a while. So if you want to start practicing charity, now's your chance. All right, guys, I am going to love you and I am going to leave you. And just threw out the trash. Thank you, Vivian. I'm blessed, Maisie, to have you here in the cottage, all of you. And I don't know, this little 8 by 12 room that serves as my cottage, it just grows bigger and bigger and bigger the more people come in, and there's always room for more. It must be a God thing. And because it's not Sunday, it's only Wednesday. I will see you all on Friday, which is Sit and Knit Friday. So bring your project, leave your shoes at the door, put your feet up, and we'll do work together on something. Maybe I'll put bunnies together while we're here on Friday. I should have them all the body parts completed by then. And excuse me, we'll put bunny parts together into bunnies. We'll see how many we have Friday. It's so exciting. I love my life. I love it here at the home, and I love all of you. And I pray that God will hold you in the palm of his hand. May he make his face to shine upon you, and may he give you peace until Friday. Friday, it's all over and we start again. But may he give you peace until Friday. I love you all. And I'll see you Friday. Bye, guys.